What's going on, Team IBB? We are here with another episode of hashtag IBB Top 3 Keys to Success. And we're going to put a little twist on it. And this is McPat Coyne and Seamus Coyne, and they own the Morehouse. They own the Wild Goose Wilby. They own Fiona's Coffee. I always mess this up.
Coffee Bar and Bakery.
Coffee Bar and Bakery.
Just
And I'm always like ice cream, donuts, bread, awesomeness. 24/7, all day, every day. But what I wanted them to share with us is they've been very successful in running a bar, running a restaurant, and then obviously now I'm going to be running a coffee shop. Just in Lake County, there have been, and just in the Cleveland, there's been, hundreds, if probably thousands of restaurants opened up for 6 months, done. Someone moves right into the same exact spot, open for 6 months, done. And then like coffee shops. I've been in great restaurants, great coffee shops, great bars, but they just cannot succeed. And then again, the next whoever else moves in, thinking that they're different. So I guess if someone wants to open a bar, a restaurant, or a coffee shop, or whatever in your industry, what is your top 3 keys to help them survive, just the insane intensity of what you guys have to do every day?
The first one that we do is we love what we do. The long days, the long hours, yeah, sure, they get tough and whatever, they wear on you, but Seamus and I love what we do.
Yeah.
It's just a great job. I mean, literally, how many people get to go to work every day and get to hang out with their best friends and get to see their best friends come in there? So that's where it starts with us is just the passion and the feel for it. If you don't love what you do, I don't ever see how you would be successful at it.
Okay. So don't just open up a restaurant because you have this good sandwich idea. Unless you love the people that are gonna be walking in and the people you're gonna be working with, then it's not just the food, it's not just the drink, it's not just what you're offering. It's everybody around you. Would you say that?
Yeah, I mean, they're the biggest reason that we've grown to love what we do even more is because who's working with us. We work side by side with all of the employees that we have. You'll never see them doing something that we haven't done or won't do every day. There's a lot of people that will go into the restaurant business or the bar business because they think it's going to be just fun.
Yeah.
And we went into it for business and because we thought it would be fun, but it's long hours. It's it's the grind every day.
Yeah.
It's the industry, service industry. But we absolutely love it. I mean, I get to work with my brother every single day, and we get along, and it's great. I mean, I get up. I'm the early guy. I don't now see. I might love the place more because I don't have to close the restaurant at night at 2:30 in the morning. So maybe I love it more because of that. But I'm the early guy. I love getting up and I love going to work.
Yeah. And I know that would you say prior to when you got into business and I would say you've had that family business background. Like I didn't get it until my mom opened up her daycare.
Mm-hmm.
Never did I just work. Like I remember we were open 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. I'd get there like 5:30 and shovel and then open it up, and then for lunch I would take like a 10-minute nap and just skip food. Just like there's no time to eat when you're when you run a shop, but like you don't think about, well, when is lunch or when am I gonna get out? Like the day goes, you're not hoping for the day to end. You're hoping for the day to like magically have like 27 more hours. In it,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But would you say that's the difference between loving what you do and just having a regular job, or just having a business that you truly don't care about?
Yeah. Well, what they say, like when you're having fun, time flies.
Yes.
When we're at work, we get there early in the morning, and then before you know it, I have to go home real quick because I have to bartend at night.
Okay.
So now that whole day, because you have fun doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
So now I go home and I take my 10-minute nap. Like
There you go. That's right.
and then
no time.
no, and then I go back to bartend, and I still have a blast with what I do. I mean, I work with my best friends, and the customers that come in are awesome people. So
Yeah.
you're right. I mean, it really is. I mean, we love it.
Very cool. Very cool. So that's your number one. And moving on to your second one, what would you say your second key to success in your industry is?
Our second key to success is just the relationships that we have with our customers. You know, we've become part of their day every day. They've become our family in return.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, it all starts with a handshake. At least that's kind of our thing.
Yeah.
We were always raised that way, to go up and shake somebody's hand and say hello. And, you know, you walk into one of our restaurants, if myself, McPat, and just about everyone on our staff, you know, when you come in, you're going to get greeted with that handshake.
Yeah.
And it's really awesome. It's kind of like that old school thing that's one of the best compliments we get is, you know, I love it when we come in here. You guys, why do you shake your hand? You know, it's just we were raised that way.
Yeah.
But the relationships we have with our customers is fantastic, and it's built, you know, for 15, 16 years now that we've been in the restaurant business. A lot of our I guess you'd call them regulars or customers. They've grown with us, and they've come with us, you know, all along the way here, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, like he says, I mean, some of our regulars are now like, you go through my phone, they're in my phone now.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they're some of my best friends.
Yeah.
You know, and you wouldn't think it. You know, I'm being 33 years old. I text a guy who's in his late 50s all the time because he's a cool dude. You know, I mean, it just, your customers become your friends, and ultimately that's what we want. And, you know, say you were going out to get food by yourself, we want you to feel comfortable. We want the customers to feel comfortable with us.
Yeah.
So, you know, you're like, hey, I'm not going to go to here eat. I'm going to go to the Wild Goose because I know those guys, and they treat me like I'm their friend.
Yeah, when Erica, when we're like talking about like, oh, let's have date night, let's go out to eat, like she already knows the short list of where I want to go, you know. So so no, I know that, you know, I ever since even going back to mix, I've always felt, you know, whether I'm right or wrong, I've always felt like I belonged. I always felt welcome, and I didn't feel like. You know, I feel like you go in a lot of places and you're like, I think this is too fancy for me. Or like, you walk in, you're like, well, I'm kind of overjoyed. You know what I'm saying? Like, not so much. I feel like no matter who you are, what your background is, you walk into one of your places a bit like, you're not judged, you're just family. You're just, you're just come on in, have a good time, and, you know, enjoy it while you're here. So very cool. Yeah. So thank you for that, because again, I always feel that way where, again, I can come in by myself and I know I'm not eating alone. So
that's good.
But very cool. So first one's love what you do. Customer relations is the second one. And what is your final key to success in making it in your industry?
I would say the last one is constructive criticism from your patrons. You're going to get it anywhere, day in and day out. Social media especially now. You know,
everybody loves to give their.
They do. You know, I mean, you just have to.
I find your pizza shallow and pathetic. You know,
but you have to take it with a grain of salt. You know, I mean, you're never gonna make everybody happy.
Right.
It's just a fact. You're not.
Yeah.
So you need to, you know, take that person that has never been into the Morehouse, and they go into the Morehouse, and they may have great food but awful service, and they give you a horrible review.
Yeah.
You know, we always comment back to the people, you know, come give us a try. Most of the people that comment and say the negative stuff, they've only given us one shot.
Yeah.
In most places, they give most bars one shot.
Yeah, so it's not just you. It's not.
Yeah, it's not fair.
Yeah.
You need to give another place a repeat, you know, try it again. But you need to also take what those people say on their first experience and apply it to how you can make it better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take the responsibility of like, hey, whether they're right or wrong, this is something that can happen.
Sure.
If we're not staying on our game, if we're not at our best, or at least trying to be at our best, then this this one review could be 100, and then we're
Right.
done. You know,
Right.
like
And the tough part is we're not corporate. We're not a big chain. We're a family-owned restaurants.
right.
And like Pat has said in the past, we don't have the deep pocket. So when
Yeah.
people come in and, you know, you try to please everyone, you
Yeah.
know, and that's hard. But we try. But going back to the social media.
Impossible is nothing.
It is, it's hard.
They're all walks of life out there.
Yeah. But you know, people, as much as people might criticize something on social media, you know, that's, if you do the opposite and you're good, I mean, people, you can get so much love on social
Right,
media too,
right.
and that's
Yes.
what we've been lucky.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Very cool.
yeah.
Very cool. No, I've always given you guys 5 stars, even though
I think it's
I
'cause
wanted
he
to give
likes
you
us.
I wanted to give you 10, but they wouldn't let me go that high. So, but no, I think and I think that in any industry you need that, but it's just that's one thing this year that I've been hell bent on, you know, listening. Like I try to get through an audiobook a week, and I've been digesting what to do and how to do it and why to do it and all that. And just literally this morning, I was watching Gary Vaynerchuk. So that the book that Gary, IBB Gary and I signed that we didn't write and gave
Yeah,
to
yeah.
you. Check that. It's his daily V video, but he was talking about how like his biggest thing is he's not so much focused on what is the world telling me I need to do. It's like what are my clients and my consumers and my followers,
Right.
what are they saying? So like you're inspiring me, and you are confirming that my decision to say, hey, I'm gonna pay attention to the people I serve, and you know it's not that you negate everybody else, but it's like this is my fan. Like you're very big. You see your consumers, your clients as your family. Like their voices need to be heard. And again, you've worked with my brothers, and you know my family. So
Yeah.
not all times I'm willing to hear what family has to say, but you know,
Yeah.
I guess is that something too? You say like you got to take, right or wrong, you have to take your end consumers' feedback and opinion to heart
Yeah.
to make
Oh,
yourself
well,
better.
that's one of the hardest things, and McPat knows that, you know, I'm not one of the best people to take criticism, but, you know, when people are telling you, they mean well, you know,
Yes.
and they're trying to make you, especially your friends, you know, I'll get calls from family members, hey, I might have been at this place and, you know, maybe service wasn't up to par, but they mean well. At the end of the day,
Yes.
it's a fixable problem. Everything's fixable. So, you know, that's,
Everything is fixable. I
Yeah.
like that.
so, you know, you got to take everything with a grain of salt. And, you know, you make it better.
It literally it applies to the first two, taking your customer criticism that we said. If someone comes in and gives you a bad review, if you don't love what you're doing, you're not going to apply it to your business.
You're
You're
not gonna
more
make it
so
right.
going to brush it away.
Yeah. Yeah.
And say, well, they don't know what they're talking about, and then move on from there. That, you know, when that's actual wrong, you should apply. If you love what you're doing, you should apply it to it, because then that will also tell that customer, hey, I care.
Yeah.
And then goes to customer relationship. I care about what you think about our place.
I love it. Very, and this is, I remember, I don't know, this is probably a couple years ago, and the business shall remain nameless, but I remember, I think I was at the Goose, and you guys were working there or whatever, but someone had come in who owned another restaurant and was smack talking your food, and like they were, and I'm like, well, that's not cool. And then you know, sure enough, they're out of business 6 months later. So I think that too. Would you say that the constructive criticism is a big part of that as the owner, as kind of like the face and the voice of the business? Is it biting your tongue when it comes to like not like talking good about other businesses? Like you guys do a great job of that too. Is you're all in competition in downtown Wood, but I feel like you have never said one bad thing about any of them.
No, and there's really hard thing to say. I mean, like bad things to say about them. I mean, the cool thing with Willoughby, it's unique. It has a bar association. We all work together. We all try to strive off each other. Everything's different in downtown Willoughby, which is cool.
Yeah.
All the bar owners we like to think are good friends as well. I mean, and we eat there, we drink there. I mean, there's really nothing bad to say about the other bars. So, you know, if someone comes in, if there's another bar owner that comes in and, you know, like, you know, you said smack talks our food.
Yeah. If I was tough, I would have beat him up.
You know,
but, you know.
you bite your tongue. You bite your tongue.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you have to, because if you don't, and then, you know, you let loose on them, and then someone will say, man, those guys aren't very professional.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you have to bite your tongue.
So,
Mhm.
so don't stoop down to level.
No, you gotta
So,
stay high.
Yeah, stay high.
Yeah.
Sweet. Very
Take
cool.
that.
All right, no, that
Yeah.
just, I'm sorry, like that wasn't, no, that stuck out to me because I remember that moment, and I remember I remember when the sign changed
Mhm.
for that restaurant. And I'm like, you spend your time tearing down others.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time before you fall. And so thank you guys for always building up the community, building up your fellow business owners.
Trying.
And so I'm very excited for your whatever comes next, because I know that every time I think you guys are like, yeah, we've done everything we're going to do, and it's like, boom, now it's next thing. So very, very excited for you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
Gary
So-
behind the camera
Yeah,
over
Thank
there.
you, Gary.
IBB
So,
Gary.
thank you.
Yeah, so again, Team IBB, if you want to survive in the, I mean, let's not sugarcoat, it is a ruthless industry in the bar, restaurant, coffee shop world. And, but if you love what you do, you focus on your customer relations, and you continue to take constructive criticism and feedback and develop yourself, develop your business, develop your team, and make everything better, a better experience for your customers, then you're gonna succeed. It's gonna take a while, it's gonna take time, but you will succeed. So I look forward to you all putting that into action, and look forward to us three coming in and dining in your own business that you open up and say, hey, I saw this video and I was like, let's do it.
Yeah.
So all right, very cool. Well, until next time, Team IBB, stay burn proof.